Hi, my name's Rachel. I chose to do the fennec foxes as my capstone project. So here we have Padme. She is our very sweet fennec fox. She's really tired right now. And then we also have Annie up there, if you can see her. She's a little bit more shy. But they are here. You're mainly gonna see their ears, but I will add in a couple of clips of them at the end of the video, just showing their natural behaviors and what they do. And then I'll also show a video of them in their new enrichment box that I just made them. So in the wild, these guys live in North Africa. They go in the Sahara Desert, as well as Arabian and Sinai Peninsulas. They like to live in sandy deserts or anywhere with arid, dry, warm weather conditions with dry desert grasses. Their conservation status is of least concern, so they're not endangered in any means right now, but their main predators are North African horned owls, jackals, and then other large mammals such as hyenas. So these guys have sand-colored fur. That's for a couple of reasons. So the first reason is to protect them from predators, because they can blend with the sand really easy with that colored fur. And the other reason is for heat purposes. So their light colored fur helps reflect the heat off of them and keep them nice and cool in the desert. Well, not cool, but as cool as they can get. They are a part of the canid family. They're the smallest, actually, but close up of her ears, they do have the largest ear to body ratio, and these guys are pretty tiny, but the first thing I noticed about them was their huge ears. And they use their ears for a couple different purposes. The first is to dissipate heat. It just spreads out more body surface area on their body to spread out the heat. And also they use their ears for hunting. So these guys are nocturnal animals, so they're going to be sleeping mostly during the day. They sleep in dens, brushes, tunnels, just underneath the sand, anywhere out of the heat. And most of their activity happens at night, like they're hunting. So how they hunt is they put their ears down to the ground or down to the sands, and they listen and they move along to find their prey. And as soon as they locate their prey, they use all four of their feet and they start digging very quickly to expose their prey. These guys are omnivores, so they're gonna be eating small rodents, insects, birds, bird eggs, but they're also gonna be eating stuff like leaves, fruits, and roots. And the leaves, fruits, and roots parts of their diet is where most of their hydration comes from. So these guys are in the desert, so they don't have a lot of access to water. But what's really neat about them is they have their kidney functions are adapted for the desert. So unlike humans, where we can only go 2 or 3 days without water, these guys can go weeks and weeks without water because they're getting that hydration from their food, and because they're not in the heat most of the time because they stay underground when it's really hot outside. They also have really soft fur on the bottom of their feet, and that's to protect them from the heat, but it also helps them move in the sand. It just helps them maneuver and get around. And you can't really tell right now because they're very tired, but these guys do move very fast, as you'll see in the clips that I add at the end of this. They run, walk, they jump. Their jumps are actually pretty impressive. I haven't seen them really jump very far, but they can jump straight up vertically into the air 2 feet with no momentum, and they can jump horizontally 4 feet with no momentum, which is pretty crazy because these guys are really, really tiny. So that's a big jump for them. They're very playful animals and they're very skilled diggers, but they're also very social animals. They like to interact with each other. They like to be around each other a lot. Even though they do hunt on their own, the rest of their time they like to be with each other. They do vocalize with each other a lot. I'll show you that at the end of this video. Video of them fighting. It sounds like a bunch of screeches, but they communicate through barks, screeches, chirping. They are very territorial animals, so they're going to mark their territory by urinating, just like a dog would. And they're also very territorial about their food and just anything that they believe is theirs. They'll fight for it against each other and against other animals. As for their mating and breeding, they do have monogamous mating, so they stay with the same partner through each breeding season. They only breed once a year, and their breeding season is from January to April. And they reach sexual maturity around 9 months, which is actually pretty young for these guys. And their gestation period on average is around 50 to 52 days. So yeah, that's the fennec foxes for you.
Now they're stage fright.
I want to get a close up of the face. Continue.